Hi there, welcome to another episode of Recent Game Pickups. This episode is titled SSKT because a lot of these games in this episode is from a gathering that I appeared to last weekend with a lot of retro gaming geeks, and therefore I have made a lot of trades with other people with the same interest, and this is what I got since the last video. So let's take a look. First off, some Xbox titles. Midway Arcade Classics number 2 for the Xbox. Now I have 1, 2, 3. I think there are only 3 in the collection as far as I know. So pretty nice to have this one. And the next game is a game that I traded with one from SSKT. Still live. It's still sealed, but maybe I will try it out someday. It looks very good actually. The first thing that I think of when I look on the backside is Condemned, the game for the 360, solving murder cases and that kind of stuff. So it looks pretty cool actually. Maybe I will give it a try someday. Some Xbox 360 games. First off, got this from eBay. Chrome Hounds. It's a mech shooter. The reason that I bought this Chrome Hounds game is because it's developed by From Software, and I like From Software and I want to get all their games, so nice to have one more for the collection. The next game, Ninja Gaiden 2. I got this game for free from my YouTube friend Kronososa. So if you understand Danish, you can check out his show, Kronososa. I will drop a link below. And he has quite a good show with retro gaming and collecting, and yeah, you know the drill. The next 2 games, a friend of mine bought them where he lives, and at the SSKT he dropped them off, so quite good. Asura's Wrath looks like a very good game. I will probably game it sometime. And some more for the Dirt series, Dirt Showdown. And maybe I have said it before, the Colin McRae Dirt for the Xbox 360 is probably my favorite rally game out there. So I will take a look at this sometime. Some PlayStation 2 games. Gungrave. I got this in a trade at the SSKT. And it's a pretty decent game. I really enjoy the graphics in it. Some kind of cel-shaded graphics. Looks pretty cool actually. And it's decent gameplay with some third-person gun mechanic and swing around a bit like some God of War, something like that. Nice to have it. Klonoa 2. I have not played this yet, but a good game to have, I think. One of my favorite series out there. Metal Slug number 4 and Metal Slug 5. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I tried this out, a bit like Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate or Diablo, whatever. The game supports up to 4-player co-op. The 10 minutes, 15 minutes that I played, it was actually quite enjoyable, so maybe I will play it sometime in the future. The next game, Final Fantasy VII Dirk of Cerberus. As I said in another video, the Final Fantasy games, I don't actually play the games, but I think it's a good collector title. I enjoy to collect for the Final Fantasy series, so nice to have this one. And Blood Rain number 2. So now my Blood Rain series is complete. This game I bought at a local thrift store, and there is a small funny detail. Tokyo Road Race, and on the back of the cover they have misspelled Tokyo, so that's pretty awesome. It's a hard word to get right. Next game, also bought it the local thrift store, 5 crowns. Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. I love it. So hello Mr. Echo. And this one, Play It Pinball. So maybe I will try it out someday. And Worms 3D, also bought it for 5 crowns. I remember the Worms series from back in the PC days, mid-90s or something like that, and it's a pretty fun game. I have not actually played Worms since then, but when I see a Worms title that I miss in my collection, I always buy it if it's for cheap, so cool to have this one. The next game, I got it for free at the SSKT from the good Killer Bean, and that's Tenchu. From Software has been a part of the development in some of the Tenchu games, the later ones. Not in this one, I think, so, but still. I remember Tenchu from the PlayStation 1. I played it on the PlayStation 1, pretty good game. I have not played it since then, but still, if I see some Tenchu games for cheap or for free, I will always have them. So, nice series to collect for, I think. This one I got from my good friend Teddyboy Blue. He also has a YouTube channel with retro game stuff and collecting. He's about to collect all the PlayStation 2 games in the PAL format, so that's pretty cool. Check out his channel if you understand Danish. I got this one, Project Zero. Now I have Project Zero and Project Zero number 3. So nice to have one for the collection. I think the game is too scary for me to play actually, but I like to have it. Serious Sam Next Encounter. Very cool FPS. Summoner number 2. I have Summoner number 1. Now I have number 2. I have never actually played the Summoner games, but it looks actually pretty fun. Maybe someday. And the last PlayStation 2 game, Beautiful Joe. I'm looking forward to try this out. At the SSKT, there was a guy that I was doing some trades with, and one of the games that I got is Super Mario Bros. And it's complete in box with the manual. I have around 50 NES games, but no Mario games, so now I have one, so nice. And a couple of games for my Nintendo 64. First off, Vigilant 8 and Battle Tanks, and this one, GT64 Championship Edition. Now I have around 36% of all the PAL N64 games. Then I got some Mega Drive stuff, a lot of more or less crappy sports titles, I think, but I got them really cheap from a guy at SSKT, Hanky. I bought all these Mega Drive games for 100 Danish crowns. And like some of the other guys that I do the trades with, he has a YouTube channel, a quite enjoyable YouTube channel to watch because of his show. He has a good knowledge about what he's talking about, I think. And he has some quiz shows in his show, so that's pretty cool. The show is in Danish. Check out his channel. It's called Hanky's Spiller Blast. It's in Danish. I will drop a link below. World Class Leaderboard Golf, World Class Leaderboard, Super Kickoff, NHLPA Hockey, Powermonger. Maybe I will try this game out sometime. I have never tried it, but I have heard the name before. PGA Tour Golf 2, PGA Tour, Pelé, FIFA 95, Blockout. I remember Blockout from the old PC days, I think. It's like a 3D Tetris game. It's actually pretty fun. Nice to have this one. Some World Cup football game. And this game is actually a Genesis game, but still I can play it if I want to on my modified Mega Drive. Populous. Another game that I have heard of but never played. From my good friend Teddyboy Blue, I also got a big box PC game, still factory sealed. I don't know this PC game, but still it's pretty cool to have a big box games. I love big box games. Renegade Battle for Jakobstar. A bit sun faded but still in great condition, I think. In the local GameStop shop I bought this game, Watch Dogs Dead Set Edition. It was on sale for 147 Danish crowns, so it's pretty cheap, I think. It's actually a nice edition, I think, with a figurine and some kind of stuff. The thing is that I have the game for the PlayStation 4, and at the moment I'm actually in the middle of completing the game. So maybe this edition will just stay sealed. So I don't know, maybe I will take a look inside it someday. And finally, the last game that I have bought, now it has arrived, and it's Ni no Kuni for the Nintendo DS. It's a pretty cool edition, I think. It's a big size Nintendo DS game. It's almost a bit like a collector's edition or something like that. I have never played the Ni no Kuni game, and I have it a bit with this edition, like with the Final Fantasy games. It's more for the collector side of my hobby that I bought this game. It's not because I want to try to play a Japanese Ni no Kuni game. It's more for the packaging and the stuff like that. The thing is that with the Nintendo DS version of the Ni no Kuni game, compared to the PlayStation 3, you actually have to use your spells with the stylus and to draw some spell icons. In this edition there is a pretty cool book, I think. It's in Japanese, so I don't understand shit of it, but still, it's quite a cool book, I think. And then you have the drawings, how you can use the spells. While you are playing the DS game, you actually have to use this book, so it's probably a cool game. I don't know if it exists, but if there is a fan translated patch or something, then maybe I will try the game in the English version. But still, it's a pretty cool edition, I think. That was all the games for this episode. I have, by the way, made a video called SSKT 13, a video showing off the SSKT gathering last weekend, like what games did we play, console modding, bullet hell bootcamp, different kind of stuff. Just a small documentary, a small recap of the weekend. So check it out. You don't need to understand Danish to actually get the picture. You can just watch it and enjoy. So take a look if you want. And that was all from me. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you next time.